Hey everybody, welcome back to more Dragon Quest IV Chapters of the Chosen on the DS. I'm NecroVMX, and we're continuing to explore. Well, there's not much more to explore. Let's break these two pots here. And look, I got an antidotal herb. Let me talk to this asshole. Welcome to the item shop. How can I serve you? Blah blah blah. Yeah, you got a bunch of bullshit. Alright. So, what you do is you go to work. I mean, you can go outside and fight monsters for money, but he doesn't even have a weapon at this point. So, you need some money. So you go and talk to this guy. Where have you been, Tulun? You'd be late for your own funeral, so you would. Get in here now. Meow, 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 meow. Just stand there and we'll have customers come in through the door before long. Don't forget that I'm paying you commission now, so no guffing and idling. Right, so then I'll leave you to it. I'll be down below if you need me. So you could leave at any time, just tell them you're done and you get your money. And you get these customers that come in. And some of them will sell you copper swords, see. Some of them will buy stuff from... Eventually what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a cautery sword, which you can't buy at all in this chapter. But eventually someone will sell you one. But you got to stop right there, because if someone comes in and wants to buy it, and they buy it, that's it. So he's going to buy the Divine Dagger. Now, see, he won't buy it because he doesn't have enough. So I'm actually going to speed this up. Copper sword she's selling. You don't make anything off sale. Well, I think you do make some. Alright. Now he's going to buy an oaken club. Copper sword. He's going to buy the oaken club. Okay. Sometimes it takes a long time for it to happen. He's buying an oaken club, okay. Another one buying a club. He's buying an oaken club. See, any weapon that they sell to you that's not in the inventory becomes part of the inventory unless somebody buys it from you. So you can buy from the shop, too. But you have to get it added there first. And I'm not going to show, like, the whole process of trying to get a cautery sword in the shop. Because I'll probably have to do that off camera. But I will show you one day of work here. You get excited when they're going to buy the Divine Dagger because it costs more and you get a bigger lump of that. But then, oh, my bag's full. Derp, derp. She's buying... okay. Alright. I got a lot of business here, I'll tell you what. Oh, he's selling a hunter's bow? Shit. Well, I mean, I might want to buy one of those, but I hope nobody buys it, because then it'll be gone from there. Because you can't refuse it. I mean, you could say no, but it doesn't work. Hopefully nobody will buy that hunter's bow. Should be almost it. Nah, he's buying it. Oh, well. That's not a big deal. Like, I mean, you know, the cautery sword is the most powerful weapon you can get. Oh, we're done. It's late already. I'll be closing up soon, so you can go home now. Here you are. Here's what you earned today. How much did I earn? 109 gold coins. It'll be enough to buy a weapon. Now we can explore the town at night. There's not much to do, but... To come together with me in prayer, Tornico, as we ask the goddess for peace throughout the land. Without peace, merchants like you will have a grand time of it trying to conduct your business. Trampling the flowers. I believe this chick here said to come back at night, so... Yeah. What, you want a shop of your own? You'll be needed to leave this place, then. A tiny village in the boring end of Bogway is no end for a successful business. Go to a place like Endor, buy yourself a nice tidy shop, and then bring your family along. Yeah, 'tis a fine thing to have a dream, so it is. And she's snoring. Now, you can go back and sleep, you know, and your wife will either give you a new lunch, or she'll just replace the one you have with fresh one if you didn't use it. Oh, I never went in here. Let me do that. Have you seen the dog around the back of the house? 'Tis me son, so it is. He only listens to him. 'Tis a shame for the poor mutt, but I've had to shut him up to just... shut him up to be sure, to be sure. Yeah. The dog, actually, is kind of important. Alright, well, but I'm actually gonna... Well, no, I can't really fight monsters just yet because I don't have a weapon. So let's just go to sleep for now. You're right there, Da. Hello, love. You're late today. You must have had a desperate time of it at work. I expect you'll be needing a good rest. Time for bed, love. Good night. Morning, love. 'Tis a new dawn already, so it is. Oh, you still haven't eaten your lunch I packed for you. Let me change it for this fresh one, then. It's just a sandwich. Alright, so you can go back to work and do whatever, but the first thing, I want to actually buy a weapon. I'm going to fight some monsters instead. I'm going to do most of that off camera. But let's, at least buy something to defend myself with. Don't have enough for a Divine Dagger, though, actually. I can get a Copper Sword for now. Divine Dagger... I get a Copper Sword just for now. Alright. But I'm not going to really work here much for now. I'm going to do the majority of my getting money outside fighting monsters. You get less money that way, but you get experience points. So I'm going to pause the recording, and I'll be right back, and we'll get some money. See you then. Okay, we're back. That didn't take that long, but I made a lot of progress. Believe it or not, and you're going to be blown away with this, I've actually reached level 5, which I've gone up 4 times in level, and I have... Look at this. He has a chain sickle, a scale shield, a bronze armor, and hardwood headwear. Chain sickle they don't even sell here, and same thing with hardwood headwear. And I gotta go into that. I didn't explain it before, but because I'm playing as a merchant, in this chapter, he gets a lot of drops from enemies, and he could also run into, things other than enemies in the field. Like, you'll get things like, random inns or traveling merchants and whatnot. And enemies drop a lot of loot. And I got a couple of lucky drops. The hardwood headwear came from an enemy. And the chain sickle actually came from the shop, the weapon shop. Somebody came in and sold it, and then I bought it for 550 gold. Doesn't take as long as you think to accumulate that amount of gold in this because of even slimes are dropping things like iron armor or copper sword. I just got an iron armor that I sold for 900, and that was the end of that. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to actually go up north to that cave that they were talking about and check out going for that iron safe, which will prevent, if you do die, prevent you from losing half your money, which is pretty cool. There's some mischievous moles there. So here's the safe cave, or whatever the hell it's called. Alright, what do we got? That's a mischievous mole. Alright, and he's stunned, so he's not even going to attack. But I'm pretty much over-leveled at this point anyway. I mean... Yeah. This is pretty funny. Well, you're going to go up those staircases no matter what. Watch this. I'm going to press this button and derp derp. Bullshit! And I mean, you can go back down there and the water's receded, but it's a pretty interesting thing. Alright, before we do that, let's go over here. There's a chain sickle. I already have one of those, but if you didn't have one already, there's one there. And you can see you can't go past there, but it's pretty obvious what you gotta do. Shit! And you wind up falling down there. Let's see, I think this brings you back up, is it? Yeah, it brings you in there. Okay. You want to go the other way. This place is more about puzzles than battles, as you can see. Let me check this out, actually. How's yourself come looking for the steel strongbox, too? Aye, well, there's something not quite right about that rolling boulder, if you ask me. But I'll get myself me treasure still and all. You probably won't. It's a scissor beetle. Yeah. Fuck him up. Up here. Ah, yes. Okay. So, let me see if I remember how to do this. You gotta get the boulder to go a certain place. Bubble slimes! Didn't run into those guys outside. Hope I don't get poisoned, although they do have an antidote herb on me, so... was hoping they would drop. They'd sometimes drop them, too, which is pretty cool. Alright, it's going to turn. Yeah, okay. You want it to go there, but yeah, there it goes. Okay. So you get it to go down there so you could step over the thing and go here. Okay, I'm going to need one of these rocks because it's sort of like an Indiana Jones thing. Once you take the steel strongbox or whatever the hell it is off of there, the trap's going to go on the place is going to close up, so you need a rock to put there. If you don't have a rock, you just have to put the safe back. Alright, so there you go. Here's the steel strongbox. And we'll just put the rock on there. Come on. And we can get the hell out of here. Oh, by the way, he did learn a spell. I mean, not really a spell. He doesn't really use magic. But he has an ability called Padfoot, which actually is like a stealth thing. It lessens the chance of running into any enemies. But as you can see, there's not exactly a whole lot of enemies in here. Does he recognize that I have the strongbox? No, he doesn't. Okay. Okay. 2 mischievous moles. Oh, what do we get? Leather shield. We'll sell that or whatever. Remember, this whole chapter is about getting as much money as you possibly can. That's really all there is to this place. You don't even need to do this. It's completely... completely optional, but that steel strongbox thing, that's useful. You want that. In case you do get wiped out, you don't lose half your money. Especially considering, like I said, this whole thing is about getting money. And he's not that powerful yet, so... So now we're actually going to start going south. With the mischievous moles who are ambushing me. And once I end this video, probably between this video and the next one, or some point, I'm going to try and get the Coterie sword. I think it's a Coterie sword in the inventory there, so that I could eventually buy it. They are expensive. But here's another village. We're going to check it out. It's a pretty interesting place. You need to go here. Hello there, traveler. You're looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, so you are. Come to join me in a foxtrot. You hear that little yip? It's a little hint as to what's really going on here. There are foxes around here that are out to bewitch folks, so they say. They'll trick you by turning themselves into human form. Gee, I wonder if there's a whole village of foxes. You'd be wise to watch your back. They don't really do anything bad to you, but yeah. Pleased to meet you, sir. Archie Text the name. Or it's Archie, but it's really Archie, like architect. Archie, a traveling architect of fame. But I'm headed over heels in love with this foxy one now. I'm gonna marry her, so I am. And I've come to live with her in this wee village of Chinook. Ha ha ha. There's plenty of space in the den for more cubs. You can come and live here too if you like. My own fella was a traveller before, but now he's come to live with me. Oh dear, I might have had a bad dose of splutters coming on, but I'm feeling a bit rough in the throat. That's strange. There was no village here when I passed by before. I'd stake my life on it. Break you! And you get some horse shit. That's great. Great that I have horse shit now. And a medicinal herb. Alright, and there's an item shop here where they sell steel broadswords for only 10 gold, even though you can't, use it. It's like, holy shit, right? No, they're actually cypress sticks, so don't buy anything here. Here. This whole place is just, bullshit. There's some boxer shorts there. Let's see. Nothing there. Welcome, traveller. Can't sniff your way out of here, is it? You're lost, are you? Sure, why not? Well, that must be a desperate worry for you now. You look as rough as a dog to go with it. Would you care to spend the night here? Aye, I thought that you might. Let the fairies whisk you away then. Mind the fleas, I mean, bedbugs don't bite. Meow, 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 meow. Where's the village? Yeah. There's not much else you can do there. It's just an interesting thing. So you go down further. There's another town. Well, it's a castle. That's where we're going next. Alright, what do we got? Wigglies! Wiggly jigglies. Bam! Okay. Let's go in here. I came to Ballymore looking for work, but the place is a bit of a slump at the moment. I should have known. If it's work you're after, you can't beat indoor. I don't need an inn, actually, but... go back behind here and see if she says anything different. Have you heard they're starting paying top gold for armour here at the castle? It's unsettling altogether, so it is. I just hope we're not building up to a war or such like. I found myself a nice little leather shield there. Not that I need one. I actually have a scale shield that draw from an enemy. There's talk these days about a band of foxes out to bewitch people. They trick folk by disguising themselves as humans. But foxes are nothing to worry about. You just need a dog with you and you'll be fine. Ah. And we know where to find a dog. It's an armor shop. I do be running an armor shop here, so I do. But with all the monsters about recently, I'm selling out faster than I can buy. It just goes to show you, ordinary fella puts more of a price on protecting himself than on fighting others. So what I'm trying to tell you is I'm clean out of stock at the minute. Sorry about that. Really? Wow, you suck. There's armor right here. I can't buy any. There's a shield right there. I'm just saying, man. You suck at being a merchant. Let's go in the back. Ah, he doesn't say anything different. But I want to get at those barrels. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Oh, wrong button. Okay. I did find a Seed of Life. So hang on to that for when the main character joins. Break that. Oh, go around. Welcome to the item shop. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, you get nothing I'm interested in. Let's go down here. Nothing! You're another coachie from Lakabana, aren't you? Aye, there's one of your fellas from back home in the castle lockup. If you're here to have a chinwag with him, you want to make sure you're not spotted by the guard. There's a weapon shop here. Let's pull that shit out. I got myself 70 gold out of that shit. Holy shit. You'll excuse me, sir. I'd ask you to not go banjacks on other people's property if you don't mind. Well, fuck you, man. Alright, so they have steel broadswords here, which I cannot use, so there's no point in using it. The iron lance is what I want, and I can't afford it, so I'm going to go ahead and buy that right now. Who's going to carry it? I'm the only one here, man. Oh, I didn't mean to not equip it. Hold on, now I have to come out of this and equip it. Shit, hold on. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's equip the hell out of that. Sometimes his comments on things can be pretty funny when you appraise. Let's just show you. So let's see. Well, this is no ordinary run-of-the-wheel weapon. A sickle at the end of the chain would do a rake of damage, so it would. And it looks like this is something I can equip myself with, too. It'd fetch about 412 gold if you sold it in a shop. I mean, that's not too funny, but, like, sometimes you can, like, some of them are pretty funny. I'll show you the, well, the packed lunch is pretty interesting. Praise that. Ah, it is a hearty-looking meal altogether, so it is. Aye, there's none that makes a lunch like my Tess. You eat that, it'll give you plenty of strength. You can't be thinking of selling it, surely, now. I mean, herself went through all that trouble. It'd fetch about 7 gold coins if you sold it in a shop. And the boxer shorts. Gotta do the boxer shorts. Well, if you really want to know, they're made of a very fine bit of fabric, so they are. They look like they breathe nicely. You don't want to get too hot now, do you? But they're not exactly designed for battle. And it looks like this is something I can equip myself with, too. It'd fetch about 75 gold coins if you sold them in a shop. That's a lot for underwear. And I do want to sell off some stuff, so let's do that, actually. Oh, the chain sickle first off. And I got some stuff in here. Well, definitely the boxer shorts. I don't need to be carrying on underwear. Anything else? I got, yeah, 2 leather shields. 2. Okay. And I have another chain sickle sitting there, so I'll get, that's the one I found in the dungeon. Get rid of that. Okay, let's finish up around this town, and then I'm probably going to end it for the day. Welcome to Ballymore Castle. That's right, it's Ballymore. Do you realise that no one can go to Endor at the moment because the Puxy Bridge is banjaxed? If Archeotech was about, the repairs would be bucked off in no time. What's holding the old fiend up? Well, he's in love with a fox, like literally, like an actual dog creature. There's a desperate shortage of armour here in the castle. I don't suppose you'd consider selling some of yours, would you? Yeah. Except I don't have any, so fuck you. You wouldn't? Well, that's a shame. But I'll give you some advice, seeing as yourself an aspiring merchant and all that. Don't just trade in weapons. There's quite money in armour, so there is. Who dares talk to the Prince of Ballymore? Ah, travelling salesman, is it? In that case, I've a favour to ask you. Meet me behind the weapon shop after nightfall. Your Highness, you don't want to be talking to the likes of this Serpine. He's just a merchant. Go on, get away with you. Oh, we'll be meeting him. He's got a favour to ask. Searching history and imperial studies books. This here's the prince's personal chamber. 'Tis no place for a common arms merchant. I believe he's the one that's in love with Princess Veronica of Endor. See, there's nothing back here. Okay, there's a... Go down there. It's probably a dungeon. Oh yeah, you do want to talk to the prisoners, but you can't get spotted, so you have to time it right. Me? I'm only the finest thief on the goddess-given earth. Not like himself over there, the common crook. He's a worthless courier from Lacanaba, so he is. Oh, from Lacanaba, huh? Okay, here. Yeah, it's up. Tornico Talun, I'm right, aren't I? 'Tis myself, look, old Menfin's son, Finnegan. I've met a bags of everything, and ended up in here, but I've done a bit of thinking, and I'll not be criminalising again. You're a trader, aren't you, Mr. Talun? You could fetch me a chimera wing, then, could you not? I think I have one. You have one on you already, you say? Then I'm begging you, give it to me now, and I'll make it back to you up in time, like. Thank you, Mr. Talun, you're a grand fella, so you are. I think I got that off like a slime or something. And I promise on my life that I won't be doing nothing wrong again. I'll be seeing you back in Lacanaba then. Bye now. He gets out of here somehow, even though you shouldn't be able to use one of those underground like this. Oh, I got caught. Oh well. Who are you? This is the dungeon. Talking with the convicts is strictly forbidden, so it is. Get away out of here. I think there might have been one more guy to talk to. Let me just look. Oh no, that really is it. Okay, let's get the hell out of here then. I mean, later when you get the jail key, you want to go down there and get those pots and shit, because I think there's some cool stuff down there. But that's much later. Let's go this way. Oh, that's just a save point. Oh, well, sometimes they say different things. Nah, nothing different. Oh well. Yeah. Okay, that just exits you here. Okay. Let's go talk to the king and whatnot, because that's the only thing I haven't done here. I do want to end this soon. Endor's a rich land. 'Tis been the king's wish for many a long year to take it for his own. What? Still New York architect? What in the devil is the fella playing at? Is he lost in the bog or what? How am I supposed to invade Endor with the bridge being banjaxed? You're probably not supposed to. I am going to stop here. We got quite a bit to do. We can go and rescue Archaeotact. We got to go visit the guy back in Lacanaba. We have to get the guy's dog to rescue Archie. And also we want to talk to the prince at night, but that's going to be next time. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to stop for the day, so I'm going to save it. Yes, that's the whole point of it. Meow, 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 meow. Alright, I'm going to stop here. I'll see you guys real soon with more Dragon Quest IV, Chapters of the Chosen.